Okay, welcome back to the 2016 Big East Women's Basketball Tournament, presented by the Jeep brand. Number 7 seed Creighton, a 77-56 winner over number 3 seed Seton Hall in our first semifinal matchup. Couple of notes. The 7 seed has advanced to the title game 3 previous times. Last time was in 2008. That was Louisville. Also happened in 2004 and in 1993. The lowest seed ever to win the Big East Tournament Championship was the number 5 seed back in 2004, and also happened back in 1985. With us, we have head coach Jim Flannery. MC McGrory is with us as well, and Jade Owens. We'll start with an opening statement from Coach before we get started. Just ask that everybody silence your cell phones, please. And when we do open it up for Q&A, we will open it up to Q&A for the student athletes first, then we'll dismiss them, open it up to Coach, and if you could, name an affiliation too, please. But first, we'll start with an opening statement from Coach. And Coach, congratulations on the win.
Thank you. The big thing is we knew we could win. We just played them at their place, and it was a very tight game down to the wire. And the game in Omaha went down to the last minute. So, even though we were 0-2 against them, I felt like our familiarity with them and the fact that we'd been so close twice maybe worked to our advantage. I mean, we just played them last weekend. We made, just some really minor adjustments and talked a lot about personnel and, but I offensively, these two especially really just played with great confidence, and winning does that to you. I feel like if you look back at our year, there are a lot of reasons we probably didn't win as many games as we had hoped, but I think the timing of our injuries was kind of crucial, and because we had a really tough stretch right when we lost Marissa and Bree. And we lost, to be honest, we lost games and we lost confidence. And I think it's taken us a long time to maybe believe in ourselves and at the level that we currently do. And these guys at attest, I'm not always great at distributing confidence to them. But I think this is a different team. And I talked yesterday about just the fact that we played really well last weekend at Seton Hall and St. John's and had a chance to win one and won the other. I think that was huge for us. And, so today was about believing that who cares if we're the 7 and they're the 3. We played the 2 yesterday. And we have good players who've gotten better over the course of the year. We start 3 sophomores and a freshman, so I think when you look past our record and how we got to where we were, at the end of the day, we're a good basketball team, and I think that was reflected today. And we're thrilled to have the opportunity in front of us tomorrow night.
Thank you, Coach. We'll open it up to Q&A first for the student athletes. Once again, name and affiliation for our transcribers.
Matt DeMarinis, White and Blue Review. I guess for the players, Flan kind of talked about having confidence after 2 close losses against this team, but I think it's a little bit different between knowing you can compete and beating the team by 21 on your 3rd game in 3 days. Where did you find the legs, the energy, the push to have a performance like this?
Jade, we'll start with you.
I'd say Flan told us a lot. A lot of it's mental. A lot of us were really hyped up because, we haven't had this opportunity before, so you don't think about how you're tired and you're not thinking about your legs. You're just thinking about winning and playing your best and really living out the experience and having fun. So I think last weekend when we were out at Seton Hall, we kind of felt the momentum going our way with this matchup. So I think that showed with our energy today.
MC, anything?
Yeah, I think our team's just a big part of it. Like, we all love each other. We're all in this for each other, and it's a lot easier to go out there and have fun and do what you need to do to win a basketball game when everybody's super hyped about it.
Flan talked about yesterday, this probably isn't necessarily about today's game, but maybe the weekend or the stretch you guys have had. He kind of danced around maybe the fact that you guys have kind of turned a corner at some point. Do you know where it was at, one practice that kind of it just clicked for you guys, all the small things that were maybe keeping you from winning some of those close games?
Is that a question for both?
Yes.
Okay. MC, we'll start with you.
I think going into St. John's and Seton Hall that weekend, we had really good practices leading up to that, and then I think just playing Seton Hall that close and then getting the win over St. John's just kind of helped build on that and propelled us into this week.
Yeah, I'd agree. I'd say just throughout the whole Big East season, we were close, but we had just one more gear that we could kick into. And I'd say the week of practice before the Seton Hall St. John's weekend, we kind of really focused a lot more in practice and really performed well. So I think just how we played those two games, I think that really turned us into a more confident team.
Matt?
Jade, Matt Schumacher, Big East Digital Network. You had a career high in points today, but you also had the ball in your hands a lot down the stretch, especially when Seton Hall was pressing. What was working for you so well today, and how were you able to stay composed and beat that press for pretty much the entire second half?
I'd say we were kind of familiar with their press, and we talked about it a lot and also have worked with it a lot. So we kind of knew what to do and what not to do, so we really focused on that and just taking care of the ball.
Your name and affiliation?
Lauren Young, Switch Appeal. Hi, MC. We went to the same high school. This is kind of a question for both players as well as coach. What are you looking to take from this game into your next game?
We'll start with MC on this one.
Yeah, I went to Lawrence High School. I grew up watching her. It was pretty cool. I think just our confidence. Flan's done a really good job in the last couple of weeks of, building us up a little bit more and just realizing that this is the team we've got and that he's gonna get the best out of us on any given night. And I think he's done a really good job of doing that.
I'd say we're going to try to bring the same energy, just a lot of that energy that we played with today. That'll do very well in the next game.
Bob?
Bob Sakamoto from DePaulBlueDemons.com. Question to both players. Does it kind of feel like you guys are on a Cinderella ride a little bit, coming from the number 7 seed and beating the top seed, 2 of the top 3 seeds now? Reminds me of Connecticut men's basketball team a number of years ago when they were number 9 seed, won the Big East tournament, and then won the NCAA title that same year. But does it feel kind of like you guys are really on a roll right now?
We'll start with Jade.
Yeah, I'd say so. I'd say we don't really feel like the underdogs. I'd say we kind of felt like we could play with anyone in the conference this whole year. And with all 3 wins that we've had so far in the tournament, Villanova and Seton Hall, we didn't feel like the underdogs. We felt like we could play with those teams and we could beat those teams. So we really came out with a lot more confidence, and we're trying to show that we're not a 7 seed.
MC, anything to add?
I don't know. We're just having a lot of fun, and I guess probably got one more top seed to beat.
We have time for a couple more questions for the athletes. 2 more.
Matt DeMarinis, White and Blue Review. Jade, these will be for you because MC won't talk about herself, but I guess the way you've seen MC play this weekend, and really she's had these performances before, but on this stage, does it feel like she's kind of turning into a player that you guys can rely on in any situation?
Definitely, I'd say MC is just playing with a whole new level of toughness. That can describe exactly how she's playing. She's just playing through anything. She's not thinking about being tired, injury, anything. She's just really fighting through everything, and we're really feeding off of her energy as well.
And then for you, tomorrow night, you're going to play for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament in front of your home crowd. I guess considering some of the ups and downs you guys have had this year, first of all, could you imagine being in this spot, in some of those down moments? And how's it going to feel to strap it up in front of the hometown fans for a chance to go to the NCAA tournament?
I'd say this was a goal from the beginning of the season. So, I'd say when we had not a lot of confidence, kind of losing some close games, we didn't really think this far ahead, but this is exactly where we wanted to be and where we saw ourselves being at the beginning of the season. So it's incredible to us, and we really want to fight for that championship tomorrow.